Hey guys, Everseen here. So the Settlers of Calgary League has been ongoing for a few days now. Lots of people have been hoarding their precious gold and upgrading those settlements. Since I'm in HCSSF, I figured I would share my perspectives on the league mechanic that may differ from someone who plays Trade League. I've been really focusing on getting mining to the max rank. This is the best thing anyone can do regardless if you're playing SSF or Trade, because not only do we mine faster, but at max level we get the modifier for marking ores in areas grants gold equal to the amount of ore. This mod is really strong to get early on since you'll be doing tons of maps this league and it is just extra gold. The next thing I've been prioritizing is smithing. This goes hand in hand with mining. My smithing isn't fully upgraded yet, but I am working towards it. I've been using the Crimson Iron and Orichalcum bars to get lots of strength weapons and gear from Ngakanu. Although I have been prioritizing mining and smithing, I think getting your shipping to a level where you can use 2 ships is very good. I paused upgrading shipping after I got the 2 ships and worked on maxing out mining and smithing. The last thing that I definitely prioritize to a certain extent is upgrading the town. Upgrading the town is a curse and a blessing. You can get better workers who are higher level, but the refresh costs more gold. The workers cost more gold, and it's just too much to justify going to the maximum right now. So I decided to leave it at level 9 so I can hire at least level 8 workers. Ideally, I would say keeping the town at level 7 and getting all level 6 workers first might be a better option for you since it costs less to refresh at lower town levels. Farming is also important to upgrade, but I've found that getting currency from the crops and shipments is not a priority for me right now in a league start scenario. I will definitely take advantage of this later, but for now I decided to get 5 plots to grow crops. The mechanics that I found were a waste of time were the mapping portion, runesmithing, and the recombinating system. I decided that I would invest into these mechanics later when they are more used to me. Lastly, let's talk about disenchanting. This one should always be kept flowing because the dust works as an exponential modifier on our shipment value. My strategy has been to get gear from the shipments and pump all of it into disenchanting. This basically gives me an infinite loop for dust. Dust is extremely important for adding an exponential modifier on the value of our shipments. It will basically double the shipment's value after a certain amount is included. However, this is really good. It does have diminishing returns when you go past a certain amount of dust. Alright, so this is what I've been focusing on using. I don't know who actually made this. If you made it, let me know and I will shout you out, but I currently don't have a shout out for this. One of the guys in the guild Discord, they sent this and it was just a picture, so I just kind of ripped the picture and I've been using this picture, which is very, very concrete information. And this is exactly what you will get from items for what you decide to give. So I've been focusing on Ngakanu faction because I really want strength armor and strength weapons. So I've been doing a lot of Crimson Iron bars and Orichalcum bars because that is what I need for my character. Obviously, I've been putting the dust in accompanied with both of the iron bars, and it's been giving me really good shipments with really good gear. And there's a couple other things that you could do. It depends on what you need. If you need some rings, you can do, petrified amber bars for Ribbonfell. I think the ones that I want to focus on are going to be Te Anui, and that's going to be for Therissium bars, and it's unique items. So I'm playing SSF, so I figure I may be able to get some, T2 uniques, maybe like Sappho's Frame. Wrathpith Globe is an item that I really want. I want to make like a life stacking tornado build or something like that rather. And I want some jewels too, so I may do jewels with bismuth bars and ore. And then I have been doing scarabs as well with Therissium bars for Ribbonfell, and it's a very short shipment time, so you can get like a little bit of scarabs, but I find the currency and scarab drops stuff is really not that good. I don't know if that's just because I'm not putting enough resources, but I've found, and I think most other people have found that, the quantity of currencies and stuff is pretty lackluster for the amount of investment that you need to do for this type of stuff. But nonetheless, you can, do the crops for currency if that's what you'd like to get. All right, so let's talk about the best part of the mechanic, and that is shipments. Getting a little Christmas surprise every 30 minutes is what we all want and are here for, so let's work on getting the most out of it. For example, I said what I'm focusing on is using Crimson and Orichalcum bars to get strength gear. Every faction will have a couple bonus objectives with their desired resource. For simplicity's sake, let's just call these missions. When we are completing a mission, a new tier will show up. The higher the tier, the better the rewards. However, each individual shipment is really influential upon these values. It acts as a sort of modifier for the quantity and rarity of the items, and you can see there's percentage gain. Now, for example, this one is in Ngakanu. It's a higher tier mission, and I need over 10k wheat and corn to complete, so I'm trying my best to beat this as quickly as possible because I prefer the missions that are for the targeted resource I actually want to send, aka the Crimson or Orichalcum bars. This way, I can have a multiplier from the mission itself, which is a percentage gain, but I can also have a multiplier from sending about 5,000 dust every single shipment. You could put more if you want, but I'm staying around 5 to 10k for now since it has that diminishing return. Alright, so to summarize, basically shipments are just the best thing ever. You want to focus on shipments, but you also need the resources to do the shipments, so you kind of need to check your resources box first. You need to focus on mining and smithing, get all those juicy bars, and send them on your shipments and get tons of gear. I've been getting crazy amounts of really good gear. It's basically Expedition on steroids with a little lottery factor, right? So we've been getting all the new bases, basically the high tier bases, and I've been getting really good mods on them. I've been getting crazy chest plates, good boots. All of this stuff is really good, and anything that's not good, I just throw in the disenchanter, and we just get an infinite loop of dust. So I'm going to keep going with this strategy and try and get better strength gear. I really want to try and get a crazy axe out of this. I'm hoping that I might get something along those lines. I have gotten a 6-link as well. I got a 6-link axe, and then I also got a 6-link body armor last night. So I think doing the missions is really good because I find the ones that have the missions and I send the bars are the ones that I actually get the best gear from. So I think it has a bit of a rarity or a modifier tiering to it based on the value of your shipments. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and maybe learned a couple things. I've been having a lot of fun with this mechanic, and I hope you are too. If you have any questions about it, just let me know in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And, just if you have anything to input, if you got any other findings that you want to share, like maybe how to get more tattoos, that would be really nice for me. But otherwise, thank you guys for watching so much, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.